Hey guys, it's Mr. Hing here. I hope you are so well. Today, what we are going to be doing is area, perimeter, and circumference. Okay, so guys, what this video entails is that we are going to be actually applying basically our knowledge of area, perimeter, and circumference, like how to calculate those things, but with many different examples so that you will be able to see how to apply your knowledge in different questions. Okay, so why don't we jump in and have a look? Just before we do that, I want to show you that this video is going to be broken up into two sections. I'm first going to do the first six over here, and then I'm going to post another video a bit later and do the questions on the circles. Okay, really some nice questions on the circles. Now, as I usually say, let's jump in. Okay, guys, so let's have a look. What is happening over here? Number one. So we have a triangle ABC, we have a base of 16 and a perpendicular height of 12. And what is this called? This is the hypotenuse of 20. So guys, the main thing that we need to know, your best friend, please, you need to study and learn the formulas for your area. Okay. You need to do that, and there's no real way around that. So the area for, or sorry, the formula for the area of, oh, that is a really bad line. The formula for the area of a triangle is half base times the height. Okay, so it's really simple. All we're gonna do for this video and the next video, guys, think of the word substitution. We just use our values and we put it into the formula. So let's have a look. So it's half times the base. What is our base? I said it was 16. So it's 16 times the perpendicular height, which is 12. You simply put that in your calculator, guys, and you get 96 centimeters squared. Remember, please square it, okay, because it's area. Then perimeter is very easy. Perimeter is the side plus the side plus the side. So 20 is from the hypotenuse, 12, and then 16. So you just add those together, put in your calculator, and you get 48 centimeters. Please remember, guys, a really typical thing that they might ask you in your test is they won't give that to you, and then you'll just have to work out the hypotenuse using, what's the word? Pythagoras. Pythagoras. I left a out there. Pythagoras, right? And then you would calculate the hypotenuse, and then you can simply plus them together. But I can do that in another video, but just for the simplicity of knowing how to do perimeter, that's what you do. You add all the sides together. Okay, let's have a look and change the color of my pen. Okay, now this is a type of triangle where we have a base, but you can see here there's a little extension of the base. Okay, so again, please remember to use your best friend, your formulas. It is half times base times height, again, because we're dealing with a triangle. So it's going to be half times the base, which is 13, okay, times what is the perpendicular height here? Well, we can see the perpendicular height is 8 centimeters. Please don't use 9. Okay, that's not the perpendicular height. So we simply put that into our calculator, a half times 13 times 8, and we get our amazing answer of 52 centimeters squared. Okay, and then perimeter again, guys, it's going to be the 13 plus the 9 plus the 15, and we get our answer of 37. All right, let's jump into question number 3 over here. Okay, so we have another triangle. It's the last triangle question. And this time, our perpendicular height is where? Our perpendicular height, guys, is inside the triangle. So it doesn't change anything. We're still going to use that as our height. It's just the where the height is, it's different compared to this triangle over here. So the area, again, please use your formula. Half times the base times the height. So now, our base, guys, this time, our base is this entire length over here, right? So our base is going to be 12 plus the 3 because we want the entire base. So it's 12 plus 3, which is 15. So it's going to be half times base. We know that our base is 15 now, times by the perpendicular height. Okay, and then area will equal, you put that in your calculator and you get 37.5 centimeters squared. Okay, right then, perimeter. Again, guys, it's the perimeter of the triangle. There's an A missing here. ABC. So we're just going to plus 13 plus 6 plus 12, or 12 this side, and plus the 3. And we put that in our calculator and we get 34 centimeters. Nice, guys. We're doing good. Let's have a look at number 4. So number 4, what is happening over here? Well, guys, what is the properties of a square? We know that a square, all the sides of the square have equal length. So if this is 10 and it's saying that this side is the same as this, which is the same as that, which is the same as that, then all of these sides are going to be 10. And if that is 90 degrees, then we know that that is definitely going to be a square. So let's have a look. What is the formula for area of a square? We know that it is going to be the length over here times the length over here. We don't say length times breadth because in a square it is just length. Okay, so it's length times length, which is also length squared. If you want to use that formula, you can. So our length is going to be 10 times the other length, 10. So that is 100 meters squared. Please put squared. Okay, and then guys, just a bonus question over here. What if they asked us to convert to centimeters squared? Well, I taught you guys that if we are going from meter squared to centimeter squared, we first ask ourselves, well, usually what do we do if we go from normal meters to centimeters? Well, we will go from a bigger unit to a smaller unit, meters to centimeters. Then we need to go bigger. So we're going to times by 100 usually. But guys, we're going to times not by 100 only, but by 100 squared because we're dealing with units that are squared. So I said when we are dealing with area and we're converting, we do the same conversion, but we just square it. Okay, so then when you put that in your calculator, you end up getting 10,000 centimeters squared. All right, and then the perimeter, guys, it's again the sides added together, or because all the sides are the same, you can just say 4 times the length, okay? Because all the lengths, there are 4 lengths, so 4 times the lengths will give you your answer. So it's going to be 10 times 4, and that is going to give you 40 meters. Okay, guys, second last question over here. Let me just change the color, get some variety in there. All right, so we have a trapezium. There is a quadrilateral with or one pair of parallel sides, one pair of opposite sides parallel. Okay, now guys, please, we need to study the formula of the area of a trapezium. Okay, um, so this is the formula. What happens is it's a half times your perpendicular height times, and then in brackets, it is the sum of the length of the two parallel sides. So guys, what happens whenever we are going to calculate area of a trapezium, the dimensions or the numbers we are going to use is the height, it is the two lengths of the sides that are parallel to each other. Okay, so you'll see that now. So I said a half times my height was 7, so it's 7 over there, times, and then in brackets we add the lengths of the two opposite sides that are parallel to each other. So the 2 and the 10. You put this into your calculator and you get your answer of 42 centimeters squared. Okay, so please, please, please remember that. All right, there is another way where you could divide this trapezium into a triangle. Okay, this is a one triangle over here. I'm just trying to color that in. This triangle over here, and then you could work out the area of this triangle over here, and then an area of a rectangle. Okay, you could do that also, but you do need all the dimensions in order to do that. So that is another way, but in this case, I'm just using the formula of a trapezium because it was easier and I had all the information that I needed to do that. Okay, last trapezium over here, guys. Let me change the color. So number 6, let's have a look here. So again, there's a trapezium as a quadrilateral with one pair of opposite sides that are parallel. And let's see, what did I say about the numbers that we'll use to calculate the area? We are going to always use the perpendicular height, and we will use the length of the two sides that are parallel to each other. But now there's a little catch here, guys. So we have the length of this one, but now what's the length of this one? MT. Because this is there's a question mark here. We don't know the length of this side over here. So what do we do, guys? Well, we just got to examine and analyze our shape a bit. We can see that KP is 8 centimeters, and MT, this is, I mean, M of, or rather, there's no letter here. So this length, or this, up until this point over here, it's 1 centimeter. And then from here to here, it's 3 centimeters. So how are we going to get the length of the entire thing? Well, if we go from here to here, let me just draw. If we go from here to here, we know that's 3. Then, if we go from here to here, we know that's 1. But now, what is this? Well, if we look across, this is going to be the same as this. Well, let me just make that a perpendicular sign. Maybe that would be simpler for you guys. And then that would be a bit simpler. And then, or make it clearer. So then this 8 centimeters would be 8 centimeters over here. So if we had to calculate the entire thing, it would be 3 plus the 8 plus the 1. So that's what I did here, guys. I said, firstly, always, please, I suggest and highly recommend, or rather, do this, guys. Write your formula first. So it is half times the height, as I said, times, in brackets, the addition of the lengths of the two parallel sides. And then I just simply worked out what this length was. So it was the 3 plus the 8 plus the 1, which is 12. So then I just put that into the calculator. Half times what was my height? It was 4 times. And then in brackets, I said we're going to add those two sides, or the two lengths that are parallel to each other. And then you guys, literally, you put that in your calculator and you get your answer of 40 centimeters squared. Okay, so guys, that is how you do the area of this trapezium. Okay, and then lastly, guys, how would I determine the perimeter of this trapezium? Oh, I forgot to mention over here, the perimeter was not applicable for this trapezium because there was too little information. But over here, we can calculate the perimeter. Okay, so what did I say about perimeter? We add all the outer sides together of the shape. So it's going to be this 8 plus this 5 plus this 3. And then we worked out that this is 8, this is 1. And now we have a little unknown side over here. We have no idea what this is. That was supposed to be an X. So guys, what can we do to figure out MK? Well, we can see that this triangle is going to be 90. That's why, sorry, the diagram should have had a 90 here. It would have just made things a whole lot simpler. And yeah, it's information that should be there. So if this is 90, that means this side is 90 because angles on a straight line um, make 180 degrees. So if this is 90, then this side needs to be 90. Now, we know that this perpendicular height is 4 centimeters because this perpendicular height is 4 centimeters. So now, guys, if this is 4 and this is 1, then we can calculate our hypotenuse. So let's have a look. So it would be km squared is equal to the sum of the square of the other two sides. So 4 squared, remember Pythagoras, plus 1 squared. And then you put your reason in here, Pythagoras. Okay. And then you just simplify how you normally do Pythagoras. So you simplify those. So that will become 7. This becomes 17. And then this is km squared. But guys, we don't want km squared. We just want km. So we're going to square root, and whatever you do to the one side of the equal sign, you have to do to the other side. So we're going to square root the 17. Where does the 17 come from, you ask? It's the simplification of this. The 4 squared is 16, plus 1 squared is 1, so 16 plus 1 is 17. And then this gives me this answer over here. Okay, I think I rounded it off to 2 decimal places if I'm not mistaken. Okay, and then we have all our sides, guys. So then the perimeter is just the sides added together. So it's going to be the 8 plus the 5 plus the 3, 8, and 1, and then plus the 4, 1, 2. And that goes into the calculator and we get our answer. Okay, guys, so that is yeah, just a few examples. I hope it's helpful. If you have any questions, please comment in the section below. And yeah, any other things that you want me to touch on, I hope that's helpful. Um, yeah, guys, so also just that little area here, it was good to just put that 90 degrees just so that we know what is happening. And yeah, with all that being said, I'll see you in the next one, guys.